What up, baby? How we doing, baby? What up, Respawn? How you doing, my guy? What up, N2? What up, N2? Drop a like, guys. Hop in, hop in. What up, Froylan? How you doing, my guy? Trickle in. Let's go, baby. Hope y'all are having a fantastic freaking day. Little bit of a different live stream today. Oh, Respawn, I got you, bro. Of course, my guy. What up, Avante? How you doing, dude? How we doing, my dudes? How we doing? I need an answer. How we doing? We all doing good? Drop a like if you guys haven't already. Okay, so today we are going to be comparing component prices at the $750, $1,000, and $1,500 price budgets. For PC components, we're going to be doing MicroCenter, Amazon, and Newegg. So we're going to be putting together some PC parts lists for gaming PCs or workstation, whatever you want to use it for. But yeah, PC parts list. That's today. I'm surprised my mom said, yeah, heck yeah, dude. That's freaking awesome, bro. I need a phone upgrade soon too. You guys want to just hop in chat for a second? I'm willing to do that for a little bit. And we're going to hop right into the build for each area. Kind of digging this music, bro. Not gonna lie. Yo, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. Hope your families are doing well. And I'm pretty excited for this live stream, not gonna lie. After the stream, it's gonna go private. And I'm gonna use each section as a video on its own. So it should be pretty good. You worked a lot for it, dude. You know, hard work pays off. That should be your number one lesson in life. That's what you should be learning right now, is that the more you work, the more you put that work in, the more rewards you reap at the end. Like, it's all about hard work, baby. All about hard work. Never forget that. All right, so I think I'm just gonna jump right in to the build. I think I'm just gonna jump right in. All right, let's start out with $750. We're gonna start out with MicroCenter. So the first thing I'm gonna look for, I think I would like to start out with the Ryzen 5 3600 as a baseline. I really think I can pull off a $750 budget build with a Ryzen 5 3600 as the processor. Right here on MicroCenter, It's retailing for $154.99. That is absolutely insane. Like this is a crazy good deal. Kind of baffling that you can get a 6-core 12-thread processor, AMD's newest at the moment, for $154.99. That's just literally nuts to me. So we're gonna go with this. This will give you, you know, really good desktop performance at a low price point, and really good gaming performance as well. Quick disclaimer, we're not going to be going through any Intel parts today. First, they're pretty hard to find. Second, they're way more expensive and don't come with a box cooler. So that just kind of expands your budget a little bit. So I'm going to just stay with AMD. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to go with the 3600. Let's go ahead and add this to the cart. Do keep in mind that with MicroCenter, with their PC components, you can only get these in store. So definitely check to see if you have a MicroCenter near you. Let's go look at motherboards. We're going to try to stay within kind of like the $120 range, I want to say. AMD motherboards, go lowest price, and we're just going to kind of go down to that. You don't want to pay attention to any of these kind of like cheaper motherboards, especially the A320. Stay away from A320. It's not going to be your friend here. Some of these B450 I'm kind of like on the fence about because I don't want to add something to my cart that's going to need a BIOS update, especially with a lot of people not actually having an extra processor to perform that. I kind of like this DS3H B550 from Gigabyte. The IO is a little bit weak. It is a micro ATX motherboard. But I kind of want to look at the power delivery here. Not very big heat sinks. You might not get a ton of overclocking performance, but then again, with a Ryzen 5 or Ryzen processor, you're not going to be doing a lot of that anyway. I'm going to see if it should have PCIe Gen 4. Supports up to 32 gigs of RAM, so you can expand it in the future. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and add this to the cart. This is a pretty good deal. I'm just going to make sure we have nothing else here that might catch our interest. Again, you could go... Before I do anything, I'm going to make sure that this Gigabyte board isn't Ryzen 3000 ready yet. It's not. It's not out of the box. So if we have a little bit of budget left over, I'm going to go ahead and add this B550 board to the cart. If we have a little bit of budget left over at the end, then we will check that out. Okay, so we have, right now we're sitting at $250. So let's go ahead and snag, let's go with memory. We're going to go with probably a 3200 kit, 16 gigs. Perfect, very first one. Let's just add that. Again, we'll see if we can go back and do some upgrades here if we are a little bit under budget. So let's go to video cards and see kind of what we can get here. I'm going to be looking for GTX 16 series. I want to put a 1660 Super in this build. I really do think we can fit one. So this is a really good deal. $225 for a 1660 Super is an extremely good find. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. This will give you, you know, really good 1080p performance as the NVMe encoder if you were into streaming. So that's another plus. But the 1660 Super will give you, you know, 1080p high refresh rate gaming at, you know, medium settings. So we're going to go ahead and add this to the cart. And we are now sitting at, see what we got right now. So with our GPU, we're going with a 1660 Super from Asus. CPU is a Ryzen 5 3600. Very good value. Unbelievable value, actually. So we're at the $560 mark. So let's see what else we got. We need a case, a power supply, and storage. We're gonna get SSD storage in this thing. I swear, we're gonna do it. We're gonna try to get a 512 gig. I want to see what Inland has. So Inland Premium, $512 gig. This is a really good deal. For $50, we get 512 gigs of SSD storage. Let's just go with the professional at $52.99. This is an extremely good deal for 512 gigs of storage. We are now sitting at, let's see here. MicroCenter has amazing deals. We're sitting at $617. It gives us about $100, $30 to play with here. Gonna be cutting it close. I think I'm gonna go with an Nzxt case. There isn't a huge case selection right now. I think we're gonna go with the Q300L Micro ATX. It is a Micro ATX motherboard. Keep that in mind. So this should work just perfect. I've seen quite a few good reviews on this case for airflow, and it's really just a really good looking case as well. You have room for fan expansion. It does come with one 120 millimeter fan, I believe. Let's just check here real quick. So you can fit radiators, up to 240 millimeter radiators in this for you guys looking to water cool as well, which is pretty incredible. So we're gonna go ahead and go with this case. What up, Flagrant? How you doing, bro? We got about what, $80 to play with here for a power supply. Let's see what we can get here. Too expensive. I don't want to go too low. I want to give us a little bit of room to expand. I have personally actually used these power supplies, and they're really solid. Even the 80 plus bronze ones, really solid, really reliable. This is semi-modular. So, I mean, for $75, can't really beat it. I think I'm going to go with this one right here. And that puts us, should be right at our budget, $752.68. Look at that. Is for $750, this is an absolutely unbelievable value. And that's with sales tax. I could expand another $50 with sales tax, but I think I'm just gonna call it there. Ryzen 5 3600 paired with a B550 motherboard, 16 gigs of 3200 megahertz speed memory, a 1660 Super, Inland Professional 512 gigabyte SSD storage, really fast boot times, snappy in-app speeds. I'm going with the Cooler Master Q300L Micro ATX case. It's going to be a really small form factor, going to look really good. And then a 650 watt 80 plus bronze power supply from PowerSpec. That's MicroCenter's own. I think that completes the build for MicroCenter. $750. This is a really, really good value. So let's move right on over to Amazon and see what we can get for kind of around the same price. I'm going to see if I can fit another Ryzen 5 3600 into this build. So for $159, Ryzen 5 3600, I think that's a really good deal. I'm going to go with it. Again, with what I said with MicroCenter, really good desktop performance for workstation applications such as video editing and things of that nature. You should be able to photo edit no problem. So I'm going to go with the Ryzen 5 3600. We're going to see what kind of B550 motherboards we get here. Let's see what Amazon's got on sale right now. We're going to start getting into territory where we're not going to be able to find much. Yeah, so I saw one back here for, should be around 130, yeah, $135. We're going to go with this one right here. It's a PCIe Gen 4 and supports 3rd gen Ryzen right out of the box. So we're going to go ahead and go with this one. We might have to skimp a little bit on our GPU to finish this build. I don't think we're going to be able to get a 1660 Super from Amazon. Oh, flagrant 100%, bro. Literally, no, I think it was like a $1,200 pre-build for that price right there. All right, yeah, we're gonna have to go with a cheaper 1660, not super. Keep this in mind. So that puts us at $500. So we have about $250 to play with for our memory, power supply, case, and storage. This is gonna be interesting. I know that the G-Skill memory is going to work just fine for us. This is going to be what we're looking for. All right, right here, 3200 C16. Really ugly, but hey, that's not what we're looking at right now. We're looking for performance. What up, Power Gaming Plays? How you doing, bro? Yeah, so we're going to go with this Ripjaws kit. It's DDR4 3200 16 cast latency 16, so it should work just fine for us. We're gonna go with that. All right, so we're at $571. Let's see what we can get here for storage. Let's see, 512 gigabyte. Let's go with. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, so this might actually be. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna go with. It's a 480 gig SSD from Kingston, really solid. Oh, Team Group is another good one, but again, it's out of stock. What is this? 512 gig. Okay, this is what we're going with. $50 for a 512 gig inland premium SSD, really fast boot times, all of that jazz. Just a little tiny downgrade from what we got on MicroCenter, but we'll take it. There's not going to be any distinguishable difference that you're going to be able to notice. All right, let's see what we can find here. I gotta go back and check. Did we get a micro ATX motherboard? We have a full-size ATX motherboard, I believe. Hope everyone's having a great day today. You just got the shot, bro. Your boy definitely should not have gotten a PC from iBuyPower. Okay, let's try. Yeah, let's just go back to what we were doing. H510 is a really solid case, but I want something a little cheaper. from a reliable brand. I think I'm gonna go with this Vantage case. Oh, right here. This is the P300, and it should be just fine. It comes with an included fan as well, so we're gonna go ahead and add that to the cart. Oh yeah, I'm just going with US pricing right now. Let's try. I didn't mean to just take my webcam off. Let's try to find an 80 plus bronze. BDM, this is not a live stream this is content, homie. This is content, not gaming. All right, so this looks like a pretty good deal. Not getting quite the wattage. I don't know if I want to trust something like this because I am not familiar with the brand, and power supplies is something that you just don't want to skimp out on. You just got the shaft, dude. You're paying way more for components that are... You're basically getting ripped off, would be my advice. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with this EVGA 500 watt power supply. This should work just fine for you. I'm gonna see what 600 watts is going. Okay, yeah, we're going with 600 watts. EVGA is a really reputable brand, something I would recommend every day of the week. They've been in the industry for a long time. I think that might finish the build. Please get out of my face. All right, so that puts us at 751.92 with tax. So right around where MicroCenter was. Are we gonna overclock? We're just going through our best. They are every single build here is overclocking capable. I'm not buying these systems. So for $751, I'm gonna make sure I have everything here. Power supply, case, storage, memory, GPU, motherboard. Yeah, so we got everything here. $751. Keep in mind that with MicroCenter, we were able to get 650 watts of power for upgradability. We did go with the micro ATX case, so really no distinguishable difference there. A little bit better of an SSD, although again, no distinguishable difference. Same RAM. Here's the thing though. On MicroCenter, we were able to go with a 1660 Super, which gives you noticeable gaming performance uplift over the regular 1660, but we wouldn't be able to fit that within our budget on Amazon. So Amazon, these prices are a little bit more expensive. Availability is a little bit less, as it does sell a lot more items other than tech. So yeah, we weren't able to fit a 1660 Super in this build. You could always downgrade the CPU, but I wanted to give you guys enough workstation performance out of these builds to give you a little bit of breathing room. So we were able to fit the 3600 in here, 6-core 12-thread processor. Very good deal at $159.98. It should be just fine. And yeah, so Amazon, $751.92. Should get you a perfect build here. Not as good as MicroCenter, so if you do have one near you, I would go there. All right, so there's the $750 build on Amazon. Okay, so we are now on Newegg. We're gonna see what we can get here. We're gonna stick with the Ryzen 5 3600. I don't really want to downgrade from that. Okay, so same price on Newegg as Amazon. We're gonna add that to the cart. You guys know everything about that. We're gonna keep with the stock coolers, guys. Just to let you know, we're staying with the stock coolers. So I want to go. G-Skill RAM should be just fine again. It's usually really cheap for great performance. You can always spend a little bit of extra money going with a 3600 speed kit. This should be 3200 C16. Perfect. We'll add that to the cart. Okay, let's go with our motherboards. AMD motherboards. Let's see what we got here. That's a really good deal. This is a very solid motherboard from MSI. We're gonna keep searching here a little bit. We're gonna go AM4 apply. Chipset. I'm gonna go with AMD B550. Okay, let's see what we got here. Again, I kind of want to stick within the $120 range to keep within our budget. I'm not willing to go that low. Just look at this one from MSI real quick. Or it's from ASRock, my bad. 4 DIMM slots. PCIe Gen 4. It's a very basic. It's a very basic motherboard. It is a full ATX. We'll support 3rd gen out of the box because it is B550. So I think I'm going to go with, this is pretty promising if I can find one within $5. Then I might try to, I think we're going to go with this one right here. This is the B550 M Bazooka from MSI. Very reliable, very good reviews, as you can see. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go with this one. It's not typically in stock, so I'm gonna snag it right now. Let's go with our video card. Let's go with our graphics card. I wish it wouldn't apply everything all at once. Do not want Vega graphics cards, please. All right, we're going to try with the 1660 Super. I really want to fit it within the budget. What up, Maz? How you doing, bro? Okay, so here's that same Asus card that we found on MicroCenter. I'm going to see if we can fit this in. Again, we can go back and downgrade some things as well. So we have, we're going to go with our case, try to find a good price on it. What up, Rara? So for a case, we're going to try to stick within that $60 to $70 range is what I kind of want to go with. We need ATX mid tower. Here's that P300 that we had on Amazon. I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind real quick. Scroll down and see if we got anything else. Let's go with lowest price. Again, you don't want to get into this DIY PC stuff. Just not really what you want to get into. A lot of times they're not built for cooling. You want something that's going to be really solid for you. The Focus G is a classic. A lot of people use this case. So you don't want to get into this kind of stuff either. The DIY PC stuff. You want to go with a reputable brand that's got really good cooling performance. What I wanted to do, bro, is do all of these different budgets at all three sites and then make separate videos out of them. That P300 is pretty enticing, not gonna lie. At $60. We're gonna go ahead and go with that. We're gonna go with a P300 from Vantage. I think that's a really good deal for us. Let's try power supplies here. We want 80 plus bronze at least. Something like this would be really solid. Let's just filter real quick. 80 plus bronze, 500 to 800 watts. Back ordered. I mean, there's really not much choice we have. We really are limited here by what's in stock. So, yeah, Newegg definitely doesn't have a lot in stock right now. Everything's back ordered, so I'm gonna have to go with this 600 watt 80 plus bronze. It should be just fine. It's from EVGA. And let's look at our cart real quick. So let's just calculate this real quick. So it's going to be about $43. So you're going to be like right in the $760 range with tax. We were able to fit a Ryzen 5 3600 and 1660 Super in this build. Had to skimp a little tiny bit on the power supply. Wasn't able to find a lot in stock. If you're not calculating sales tax, you could add quite a bit extra as well. And you do have to pay $10 for shipping. So that will finish up our Newegg $750 build. I don't think I'm missing anything here, am I? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, I think I really like for the $750 build, we're definitely able to get more from MicroCenter by far. We were able to put that 1660 Super. Oh, we forgot storage on Newegg. So on MicroCenter, so Amazon, this is pre-tax. Wait, what just happened? We lost something. Yeah, so $751 pre-tax on Amazon. We are at $694. We could upgrade quite a bit on MicroCenter. We're not going to include tax in this build. I just decided. Because a lot of the other ones I've seen haven't been doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and not include tax in this build. And I think I could get quite a bit more out of this here. Amazon, we're maxed out. Newegg, we're at $722. We're going to go ahead and go with this Team Group. I love this brand. Team Group's been around forever. 512 gigs of storage. That puts us at $757.92 on Newegg. Pre-tax. Keep that in mind. Pre-tax Amazon $751.92. And we weren't able to fit a 1660 Super in this either. So we're going to go ahead and go like MicroCenter. We still have another $50 to play with here. So I'm going to go ahead and try to see what we could upgrade here. Definitely want a 3600 megahertz kit of RAM. That will actually get you notable performance in gaming, 100%. I want to find 16 gigs, DDR4, 3600 right here. Perfect. It's pretty incredible what you can get at MicroCenter for the price. It always amazed me. Remove that. So that puts us at $710. Still have about $40 to play with pre-tax. What did our 1660 Super go for? So with this extra $40, I recommend either upgrading your storage or something else. It's really your choice. You could upgrade to a different case. Honestly, I'd probably go with a different... Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with a different motherboard here. 100% we're going with a different motherboard here. So that puts us in like the $130 range. What did we end up going with? Can't remember what we ended up going with here. DS3H. Oh, shoot. All right, we're going to see if we can fit this into the budget real quick. Let's see how far off we are. I really want to work every ounce of this budget. 750.93, nailed it right on the dot. So yeah, we were able to fit a full ATX motherboard in. It'll give you a lot larger feature set and a 3600 megahertz kit of RAM. I mean, overall, this is really like my conclusion here is this is really zero this is really zero competition. I mean, no contest here. It's really not even close, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with MicroCenter is the winner here for the $750 budget. By far, it's really not even close. On Amazon, we were able to get an okay build for $750. Weren't able to fit the 1660 Super in. Newegg, we were able to fit that in, but on both of them, we weren't able to fit our 3600 megahertz kit of RAM in the budget, and we also had to skimp a little bit on the power supply and a little bit on the motherboard on Amazon as well. So I mean, MicroCenter by far, if you have one near you, go with that. If not, I would recommend Newegg as a second place option for the $750 budget. So yeah, MicroCenter, clear winner here. Really no contest. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get all set up for the $1,000 build. What up, Jamie? How you doing? I am very, very excited for the $1,000 build. Not gonna lie. We are going to keep some things the same. We're gonna take a just a really quick break real quick. Takes a lot of brain power going through these budgets, so I will be just right back. Trying to figure out what's going on here with my scenes. Oh, here we go. There we go. Focus camera. Sorry, I'll fix it when I get back. We are back, baby. What up, Rage? How you doing, bro? Okay, we're gonna jump right into our $1,000 PC parts list for MicroCenter. Let's get right into it. All right, so here we are on MicroCenter. We are going to keep the same two components. We're going to keep the power, or the RAM, and the Ryzen 5 3600 for a gaming system. There's no point in upgrading from a 3600 to anything else, especially when you start upgrading and you might get lower clock speeds for single core performance, which actually impacts gaming performance as well. But not just that, I think the most important aspect is your GPU. So a lot of the core components are going to stay the same for the $1,000 build. We're going to try to get a good upgrade for the GPU to get you significant performance boosts. Rage Bro doing really good, homie. So yeah, 3600 kit, cast latency 16 with the RAM. I think this G-Skill kit is perfect for, you know, any needs. Still 16 gigs. You want to upgrade that in the future, you have that option. So yeah, let's move over to motherboard. We're gonna do a little bit of an upgrade here, and maybe not. Maybe we'll just stick with the same thing. But let's go with lowest price. I want to stick in that kind of $120 range. You want to go with B550 because you might not be able to perform a BIOS update. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. I can't even, is there no pictures of this? Well, we're gonna go with this ASRock B550 Pro 4 motherboard. It should be just perfect. Got 4 DIMM slots for future upgradability. PCIe Gen 4. It will support Ryzen 4000 chips as well, I believe. So yeah, let's jump right. Okay, we got memory. Let's go with our video cards here. I really want to fit a 2060 Super at least. RTX 2000 series. Low to high price. Let's see what we got here. Some just kind of standard RTX 2060s. All right, so for $400, 40% of our budget, it's kind of perfect. What up, Presidential? How you doing, bro? I think we're gonna go with this from Zotac. I've seen some videos on it and things like that, and so far everything I've seen has been positive. Again, NVMe encoder. This will get your foot in the door to 1440p gaming, 1080p, really high refresh rate for those of you with 144 hertz or 240 hertz monitor. We're gonna go with that. That gives that puts us at 812. So yeah, should be just perfect. Or no, 747 pre-tax. So that gives us quite a bit of breathing room for the rest of our build. We're gonna go with SSDs again. I want to get a 1 terabyte SSD in this system. Maybe we're gonna go with this. This is exactly what I was looking for. We're gonna go with this Inland Professional 1 terabyte, 1 terabyte drive. It's an NvMe M.2 SSD, extremely fast read and write speeds, a pretty big upgrade over your standard SATA SSD. So yeah, let's go for that. That puts us at $837. We still have a case and power supply to worry about, so let's look at what they got for cases here. Kind of want to give you guys a little bit of an extra aesthetic to it. I know the Mesh FIC is a really solid case. Not sure if I want to spend $100 on it though. And really, this is really just up to you. Whatever you guys want to get for the case. Get something with solid airflow. I'm going to sort this from low to high. Got to make sure we got a mid-tower standard ATX case as well. Can't really go wrong with Nzxt. They make really solid cases. Will give you a really nice aesthetic as well. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with that. We're gonna go with the H510. It supports radiators as well, so if you guys are into water cooling and stuff like that, this is a really good looking case. I actually owned one before I upgraded to my Lian. So yeah, we're gonna go with the $70 H510. And then for power supply, let's see what we got here. I would like to have a little bit extra breathing room here. This should be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Fully modular. This should be able to fit in our budget. 650 watt, 80 plus gold from MicroCenter. This is their brand. That puts us at the $1,017 mark. Keep in mind, this is pre-tax because some states don't have tax. Some states have more, some states have less. So I'm not going to even include it. I want to see what our card is. See what we can downgrade on a little bit. We could always go with a SATA SSD. I'm just gonna leave it here. This is $1,017. This will be an extremely competent $1,000 PC for gaming and streaming at the same time. It would be absolutely perfect. Presidential Phantom asks in chat, what's the best one for just streaming? If you're just looking into streaming, you don't really need that great of hardware, to be honest. I wouldn't even I would go with something with just integrated graphics or something like that. Just a low end CPU. You really don't need a lot, to be honest. There's plenty of content out there. You could even go with like a GTX 1650 and pair it with a 3600 and boom, you have a really solid workstation / streaming PC. Yeah, so that should work just fine. But yeah, okay, so for the $1,000 build, we at $1,017.93, we have a R5 3600 speed RAM at cast latency 16, B550 motherboard from ASRock, which will have all the fan headers, everything you'll need, and upgradability for future DIMM slots for RAM. RTX 2060 Super, get your foot in the door to really solid 1080p gaming at high refresh rates, as well as 1440p gaming. 1 terabyte of NvMe storage is going to be just perfect for you guys, which, I mean, you can't really go wrong there. It's always upgradable in the future. If you want to get it down to the $1,000 mark, you could always go with a SATA SSD instead. Then we're going with the H510. Really good aesthetic mid-tower case. I've owned one before, can vouch for it. Good. It's average cooling, and then a 650 watt 80 plus gold power supply from MicroCenter, their power spec brand. Let's go ahead and go on to Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and remove some things from the cart that we had in here. I think we're going to keep this case. I think we're going to keep this power supply as well. And I might try to find some better storage. And I'm going to keep the motherboard as well. I think that's the same motherboard we actually have in the... Yeah, so same motherboard from MicroCenter. Yo! Phantom, bro, thanks so much for the $5 donation, my guy. You freaking goat. Much love for Phantom in the chat. You the goat, brother. For real, thank you so much. We're going to stick with the Ryzen 5 3600 6-core 12-thread processor. Phantom says, much love, respect. Much respect for your grind, my guy. Thank you so much, my dude. So yeah, same basic components. We're going to go for some G-Skill Ripjaws 5 series. Let's see what we can go get for at a 3600 speed C16. See what this goes for here. Doesn't look like it's actually in stock. We might have to go with the 30 or the cast latency 18, so a little bit lower latency, still good performance. You might not even be able to notice the difference, to be honest. but we're gonna go with an RTX 2060 Super. Do keep in mind that you can always, you know, trade out the RTX 2060 Super for something like a RX 5700 XT from AMD. You should get comparable gaming performance, but I wanted to give you guys, you streamers out there who want to be streaming and gaming at the same time, the NVMe encoder from Nvidia. So yeah, 2060 Super, that puts us at 888, and all we need is storage. We're gonna go with this Crucial P1. This is an incredible drive. I actually have one in my system right now. It's been extremely reliable for me. And that puts us at, that puts us at, where's my cart? Right there. $993 pre-tax. You're not getting quite as nice of a case from Amazon. This is going to be mostly comparable performance, pretty much the same. You're definitely not going to get the same aesthetic with the case. You're going to get a little bit lower end of a power supply from Amazon, but other than that, it's pretty comparable. You're going to be getting like the standard gaming performance from MicroCenter. Just a few of those things that you might have to upgrade in the future, like this power supply and things like that. So yeah, there's the $1,000 build from Amazon. You're getting, you know, about 20 bucks cheaper for a little bit less performance, but that's really your choice. If you do have a MicroCenter near you, then I'd definitely go there between these two. But let's move on to Newegg and see what they have, you know, what they have in for us for the $1,000 range. I'm definitely gonna I'm definitely gonna stick with this MSI board. I think that's a really good deal for that board. I'm gonna remove this power supply because I kind of want to upgrade there. Need better RAM here and better storage. Okay, so starting off, I'm gonna go with memory. I want to get a DDR4 3600 speed kit. Keep in mind that this 3200 gig kit, or 32 gig kit right here, is absolutely incredible at 3200 speed at $112. That's pretty unbeatable. So if you guys want to upgrade RAM, you always have that option as well. But I'm gonna go with DDR4 3600 and kind of see what we have here. All right, so here's the G-Skill kit at cast latency 16. We're gonna add that right there. That's about the same price as MicroCenter. So yeah, what up, Cathal? How you doing, bro? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with that. Video cards. I want to again go for the RTX 2060 Super if we can get a good deal on it. I want to stick as close to that $400 range as possible. Yeah, this one from EVGA should be just fine. Absolutely perfect. Really good deal at $400. I'm not going to look anywhere else because you're not going to get that. That's about the lowest you're going to find for an RTX 2060 Super. Go ahead and add that to the cart. Boom, done with that. That'll give you, again, 1440p gaming, solid performance, high refresh rate, 1080p, just perfect. What up, Mia? How you doing? How you doing, Mia? Let's love for being up in chat. Let's find a case. Let's find a solid case here. The Meshify C at $89.99 is a very, very good deal. Pretty enticing, but I think that's a little bit over budget. You know what? I'm going to go case last. I'm going to see what we have left over after storage and power supply. Where is the storage? I mean, this one from Crucial is there. Got to keep that in mind. That's an extremely good deal for $105, 1 terabyte of NvMe storage. Absolutely crazy deal right there. I would like to have a terabyte of storage in the $1,000 build. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that Crucial SSD. If we end up going too far over budget, then I'll change it up. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with that. So that puts us at $872. Got about $130 to play with here. So let's see what we get our power supply at. Again, I don't think we're going to get the same deal we got over on... Oh, I forgot Newegg is horrible right now. See if we can get an 800. Let's go here. Let's go 600 to 900 watt. I just don't think we're going to find much, man. This thermal take one is really solid, actually. It is non-modular, so keep that in mind, but it is a 600 watt 80 plus gold power supply. Again, this is kind of like subjective, whatever you kind of want for a power supply, whatever you need, but as long as you have a good brand and it's 80 plus certified, at least bronze. Oh, that's on back order anyway. Again, we don't have much of a choice here. I don't want to go with the 600 watt bronze. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, guys. If you find, I would buy your power supply from somewhere else besides Newegg if you're looking to build on Newegg. I think that's gonna give you a way better option. So if you're buying on Newegg, get your power supply from somewhere else. We're gonna go with, where's the, yeah, cases. So we have about $60 right now to play with. Boom, Vantage P300 done. Boom, puts us at $1,002.92. It's competitive. Gonna give you the same baseline performance as the other two websites. Keep in mind that the power supply, definitely get that somewhere else besides Newegg, because the stock right now is really bad on Newegg. Probably the worst I've seen out of all of them. I mean, it's pretty bad on Amazon too, but so yeah, with the $1,000 build, I would definitely go with MicroCenter again if you have it near you. And then if not, go with Amazon. I think Amazon had a lot better options in terms of, you know, different parts, and you could easily upgrade this case as well. I think go with Amazon if you're in the $1,000 build range and you don't have a MicroCenter near you. If you do have a MicroCenter near you, it's really no contest. Go with MicroCenter again for the $1,000 build. And I will remind you guys that I am live streaming right now, and all these parts will be linked down in the description of each individual video I make out of this live stream. So do keep that in mind. I will have these linked. Also, we do stream on Twitch almost every day, so if you guys want to follow, go ahead and drop a follow on the stream. I'll type that in chat right now. That's where we're live streaming our games and stuff like that, so do keep that in mind. All right, so we're going to do a quick intermission before we get into the $1,500 range. I know you guys will like this, so stay tuned. We'll be right over there. Be right back, guys. Just going to go grab a drink of water, and then we'll be right back for the $1,500 mark on all three websites. We are back and we're gonna jump right into the $1,500 build. Again, if you guys haven't already followed the Twitch, it's in the chat, that link right there, follow that. That's where we're doing all of our gaming live streams from here on out. Also, the link will be down in the description for those of you watching later on in a video. And yeah, so let's get this started. So something I really like to do, I'm gonna start with MicroCenter, is I like to take the same base components for the $1,500 mark. And the first thing I do, because right now we have the perfect base components, and the only thing I really want to upgrade here is a GPU. I would really like to include a 2080 Super, possibly. We could even fit a 2080 Ti, maybe. Might be able to fit a 2080 Ti in this build. Let's see what we got here. So we're currently at like the $660 range, if I saw that right. We're gonna go highest price and go down to the cheapest 2080 Ti and see what we can find. So for $1,149, it's gonna put us over budget. So we're gonna have to go with a 2080 Super. Gonna find a cheap 2080 Super. You want to stay away from these blower cards with only one fan and things like this right here. You don't want to go with something like that. From MSI and Asus, I mean, it's really up to you. Actually, I'm gonna go with an EVGA card. These guys, I mean, this is really personal preference. It's either one of these three. They're all the same price, but this is personal preference. I'm gonna go with the EVGA card, RTX 2080 Super. This is gonna be like high refresh rate, 1440p gaming. Get your foot in the door to 4K as well. And yeah, that's really the only upgrade I want to do. I want to see what our price is right now, $1,347. So we do have some room to breathe here. You can use that to upgrade, say, storage, add fans. This power supply is gonna be perfect. Shouldn't have a problem there. I'm gonna go ahead and max out this budget. I think what I would personally do is go ahead and get more performance in terms of desktop performance. So this here is the Ryzen 7 3700X. I think we can fit this in. I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to the Ryzen 7 3700X at the $1,500 mark. Let's see what we got here. 1452, and then it's okay. So I'm going to leave this up to you guys. I'm going to stick at 1452. 93. This is gonna be a freaking beast of a computer. You're gonna be able to do really great video editing and you know, other desktop applications, workstation applications. Gonna be amazing gaming performance as well. And then what I would really do, if you want some better editing performance as well, I would go with 32 gigs of RAM. We'll go ahead, we could probably go ahead and add that into the budget right now and really max out this build. So for $114.99, you can get 32 gigs of 3200 megahertz cast latency 16 RAM. I think this is going to be absolutely perfect. This will max out your performance at, I mean, $1,500. You're not going to get much else at this price point. I mean, this is an incredible value at $1,500. I'm really proud of this. We're at $1,489. You can take those extra couple bucks, upgrade your storage, really whatever you want to do. But at $1,489, this is literally incredible performance. So yeah, MicroCenter, that's pretty insane. Keep in mind that some states do have sales tax, some states don't, so I'm not including it. But at $1,489, we have a Ryzen 7 3700X, an RTX 2080 Super, and I mean, what else could you possibly want? I mean, those two, that combo right there is ridiculous. We have an 80 plus gold power supply. I mean, MicroCenter's got a ton to offer here. And let's move on and see what Amazon has to offer. So again, we're keeping the same core components. I'm going to delete the GPU and see what we can get for an RTX 2080 Super. So right now we're right at the $600 range. I want to keep within that 700. Yeah, so here's the same one we just had on MicroCenter. Again, it's personal preference. Just take that $730 price mark and run with it. So we got $1,325.92 right now in the cart. I'll Honestly, guys, if I were to recommend something, it's going to eat up a little bit more of your budget, but it will stay within that $1,500 range. Forget the power supplies on Newegg and Amazon and just grab this 650 watt 80 plus gold from MicroCenter. I think that's going to be absolutely perfect for you guys. I wouldn't recommend going with this power supply, obviously, but I think we can fit it in our budget. We just might not be able to upgrade the RAM. I'm going to see what Amazon's got in stock right now. I'm going to go with this one right here. Actually, so this is a pretty good deal. Thermal take. It's a semi-modular power supply. Puts us at the $1,435 range. I'm going to go ahead and go with the G-Skill Ripjaws 5 series 32 gig right here and see what we can. Yeah, so for 115 bucks, that will be just perfect. So Amazon was actually better than I expected it to be, which is pretty awesome for you guys, for the consumer. So we have the same basic components as we did before. What are we missing here? RAM. Where did our RAM go? Did I just delete it? Add you to the cart. So 1,415 currently in the cart. Ryzen 7 3700X. I think we can fit it. See what we can do here. So we're at $1,535. I'm going to keep it there. I think that the $35 extra to spend is worth it. You're getting the exact same performance as you would with the MicroCenter build for a little bit more, granted. So if you do have a MicroCenter near you, again, I would go with that over Amazon. But again, this is a very good value at that price point. Keep it in mind, as you might not live near a MicroCenter. So yeah, we're going to head right over to Newegg and see what we can get for $1,500. Just take this. So we're on Newegg now. If you're on Newegg, forget power supply. Do not get a power supply from Newegg. They don't have a lot in stock. Go with Amazon. I'm gonna go ahead and find an RTX 2080 Super here for you guys. See what we can get for the $730 range. Right here, same card as before. Go ahead and add that right to the cart. And then I would like to upgrade the RAM as well. Let's go with the Ryzen 7. Perfect. Quite a bit more expensive. Both of them, both Amazon and Newegg, have this processor for quite a bit more expensive than MicroCenter. Okay, so we're at $1,452. I think we can still get that RAM up to 32 gigs. Gigs, 3200 speed, task latency 16 kit. That is cheaper than the other two, so that's good to see. We're gonna go ahead and delete our previous and see what our price is. 1,484. The rest of that budget will be eaten up by a more expensive power supply. Again, forget about power supply on Newegg. But yeah, so it's gonna be right around the $1,500 range, to be honest, maybe a little bit over with that new power supply. But this should give you exactly the same performance as MicroCenter and Amazon. A little bit of a conclusion here. We're going for the $1,500 build. Our base components are going to be Ryzen 7 3700X, RTX 2080 Super of your choice at the $730 mark, and 32 gigs of G.Skill Ripjaw's 5 series RAM. Those 3 components should give you amazing performance, and then go with whatever motherboard I went on each individual website, and you should be just fine. Get your power supply from Amazon if you don't live near a MicroCenter. If you do, then get it from MicroCenter, and that should do it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live stream. Shout out to everyone, you know, for being up in chat, for the donation, and all of that kind of stuff. Final conclusions is, if you live next to MicroCenter, go with MicroCenter. If you live next to Amazon, or sorry, if you live next to MicroCenter, go into MicroCenter. Between Amazon and Newegg, it's really up in the air. I would shop at both places. I think Amazon gave me a little bit better value. Newegg, I mean, Newegg and Amazon were both very comparable to each other. So I would definitely just look between those two websites, find the parts you want, and buy it cheaper, whichever one has that part individually. But honestly, MicroCenter is really unbeatable. So if you have it near you, go to MicroCenter. I've been in there before. They have over 25 locations across the United States. Look for the one closest to you, and if it's in driving distance, then definitely go there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this live stream. If you are live, go ahead and drop in chat. The link to my Twitch channel will be there. And if you're watching this from a later video, drop down in the description. The link will be there, along with the parts and the website URLs from these lists. And y'all have a freaking amazing day. Stay safe, and thanks so much for tuning in. Peace.